Pain has a strange way of changing a person. At first, it feels heavy, unfair, and impossible to carry. It enters your life without permission and shakes everything you once believed about yourself. There are moments when suffering makes you question your strength, your purpose, and even your future. But what many people fail to realize is that pain is often the beginning of transformation. The hardest seasons of life are not sent to destroy you. They're sent to rebuild you into someone stronger, wiser, and mentally unbreakable. Every challenge you survive adds another layer of strength to your character. Every disappointment teaches you something that comfort never could. This is why so many powerful people are created through struggle and not through ease. Inspired by the timeless teachings of Dr. Joseph Murphy, we begin to understand that the mind responds to what we repeatedly believe. If you constantly see suffering as punishment, it will weaken your spirit. But if you choose to see suffering as preparation, your entire mindset changes. Suddenly, pain becomes training. Failure becomes education. Rejection becomes redirection. And every difficult moment starts shaping the strongest version of yourself. Life has a way of testing people before rewarding them. The pressure you feel today may actually be preparing you for responsibilities, success, and opportunities you are not ready for yet. Just like iron becomes steel through extreme heat, human beings become stronger through adversity. People who have never struggled often break when life becomes difficult because they never developed emotional endurance. But those who have faced heartbreak, loss, failure, and uncertainty learn how to survive storms without giving up. They develop resilience. They learn patience. They understand discipline. Most importantly, they discover the hidden power inside themselves. Dr. Joseph Murphy believed that your subconscious mind absorbs the thoughts you feed it every single day. When you continue telling yourself that you're defeated, weak, or hopeless, your mind begins accepting that reality. But when you train yourself to believe that every struggle is making you stronger, your mind starts working in your favor instead of against you. This is why your inner dialogue matters during painful seasons. The words you repeat in silence eventually shape the life you live in public. Never underestimate the growth happening inside you during difficult times. Some transformations are invisible at first. Strength is built quietly. Wisdom develops slowly. Confidence grows through surviving what once felt impossible. One day, you will look back at the pain that nearly broke you and realize it was the very thing that built your strength. The suffering you cry about today may become the story that inspires someone else tomorrow. So do not fear hard times. Face them with courage. Trust that every setback is preparing you for something greater. The more you endure, the more powerful you become, and the stronger your mind grows with every battle you refuse to surrender to. Most people pray for success, happiness, and peace, but very few understand the process required to achieve those things. Greatness is not created in comfort. Strength is not developed when life is easy. The strongest individuals are usually the ones who have been tested the most. They have experienced moments when everything seemed to fall apart, yet they kept moving forward even when they felt exhausted emotionally and mentally. There's a hidden power that awakens inside a person when they decide not to quit during painful seasons. That decision alone changes everything. The moment you stop seeing yourself as a victim of hardship and begin seeing yourself as a student of life, your suffering starts gaining purpose. Inspired by the teachings of Dr. Joseph Murphy, it becomes clear that the human mind is constantly being shaped by repeated thoughts and emotional patterns. If you continue focusing only on fear, failure, and disappointment, your mind becomes trapped in negativity. But when you begin training your mind to believe that every obstacle contains an opportunity for growth, your entire reality starts changing from the inside out. Difficult experiences often reveal strengths you never knew existed within you. Before life tests you, you may believe you are weak, incapable, or unprepared. But adversity has a way of uncovering hidden courage. People discover their true character during moments of pressure, not during moments of comfort. Some of the wisest people in the world became wise because life forced them to grow through pain. Some of the most confident individuals were once deeply insecure until hardship taught them how to believe in themselves. Pain has the ability to either destroy your mindset or strengthen it, depending on how you respond to it. This is why mental discipline is so important during difficult times. You must guard your thoughts carefully because your thoughts eventually become your identity. Every time you choose hope instead of despair, you become stronger. Every time you continue moving forward despite fear, you build resilience. Every time you refuse to surrender after failure, you train yourself to overcome future challenges with greater confidence. There are people right now who gave up too early because they believed their struggle meant they were losing. In reality, they were closer to transformation than they realized. Growth often feels uncomfortable because change requires leaving behind old versions of yourself. The person you are becoming cannot think the same way, fear the same things, or live with the same limitations as before. Sometimes suffering enters your life to force you into a stronger mindset. It teaches patience when you want immediate results. It teaches discipline when you want comfort. It teaches faith when everything around you feels uncertain. Dr. Joseph Murphy taught that your subconscious mind responds to belief with incredible power. When you repeatedly believe that your struggles are developing you instead of defeating you, your mind begins creating emotional strength from within. Over time, you stop fearing hardship because you understand that every difficult chapter carries the potential to transform you into someone greater than you ever imagined possible. There comes a moment in every person's life when they must decide whether pain will define them or develop them. This decision is often made quietly, during sleepless nights, moments of loneliness, or seasons when life feels unbearably heavy. Most people think strength is something people are born with, but true strength is built through endurance. It is created every time you continue fighting battles that nobody else can see. Emotional pain, disappointment, rejection, and failure all leave scars, but they also leave lessons. Those lessons become the foundation of wisdom, discipline, and inner power. Inspired by the teachings of Dr. Joseph Murphy, we begin to understand that the subconscious mind does not simply react to external events. It responds to the meaning we attach to those events. If you convince yourself that suffering is proof of defeat, your spirit weakens. But when you choose to believe that suffering is shaping you into a stronger human being, your mind begins transforming adversity into fuel for growth. This shift in thinking changes everything. Suddenly, obstacles no longer appear as barriers stopping your progress. Instead, they become opportunities forcing you to evolve into someone greater. Many people underestimate the power of persistence because they expect success to happen quickly. They want immediate results without understanding the emotional discipline required to achieve lasting transformation. Real growth takes time. Just because you cannot see progress today does not mean progress is not happening beneath the surface. A seed buried underground looks invisible before it becomes a powerful tree. In the same way, the strongest transformations often happen internally before they become visible externally. Your difficult season may actually be preparing you mentally, emotionally, and spiritually for a future you cannot yet see. There are moments when life strips away comfort to reveal your true potential. Hardship teaches people how strong they really are. It reveals who continues moving forward despite fear, uncertainty, and emotional exhaustion. Some people collapse under pressure because they spend their lives avoiding discomfort. Others rise stronger because they learn how to grow through pain instead of running from it. This is why suffering often becomes the birthplace of greatness. Every challenge forces you to develop qualities you may never have discovered otherwise. Patience develops when answers take longer than expected. Courage develops when fear tries to control your decisions. Faith develops when circumstances make no sense. Discipline develops when motivation disappears, but you continue anyway. These qualities are not built during easy times. They are forged through adversity. Dr. Joseph Murphy believed that repeated thoughts deeply influence the direction of your life. When you constantly repeat thoughts of fear and hopelessness, you strengthen weakness within yourself. But when you repeatedly focus on resilience, growth, and possibility, you awaken strength inside your subconscious mind. Over time, you become mentally stronger because your thinking becomes stronger. The pain you survive today may become the reason you inspire others tomorrow. One day, the struggles that almost broke you will become proof that you are capable of overcoming far more than you once believed possible. Never underestimate what persistence can create inside a determined mind.